This is a Freightliner M2. This has water in it. We need to get that out and get that replaced. There's a hood strap on either side. Go ahead and get that done and lift the hood up. Turn this counterclockwise. That will open up and see there's water in there. They still work, but it's all wet. We don't want to reuse this. It'll eventually get corrosion in it. Fortunately, the new one came with one. There are two bolts, one here, one here. They're both 10 millimeter. If you just try to go get these off right away, a lot of times they will snap because they get corroded in there and they just get stuck in the brake, and then you gotta break the whole thing off. So I'd recommend wiping them down and putting some sort of penetrant in there. Right now I've got this PB blaster. That's what I use. I'll let that soak while I change this out. I got that all sprayed to let that soak for a minute, and I'm gonna get this off. There's a bunch of dirt in there. What you have to do is this gray piece, you push up and then you push down and in, and then it slides off. But go ahead and get all that dirt off. You may need a pick, or you can just use a screwdriver. I got some of it out, but it doesn't really want to come out all the way. So what I do with this is kind of hard to film with one hand. You have the screwdriver like that, and then you tilt it, and it will pop that gray part up. Again, kind of hard to do with one hand. Sometimes they pop out, sometimes they stay in there. Doesn't really matter either way. What you don't want is you don't want this broken. Set that off to the side if it does come off, and then you squeeze with your thumb right here, and then pull with your other hand on there. Again, kind of hard to do this with one hand. This one was pretty caked. Just squeezing it right here all the way down didn't work. See, that's what it's supposed to do. That didn't work. I just shoved the screwdriver in there to put pressure in that to release it. It's just a lot of junk in there. And then go ahead and check and make sure there is no corrosion. Unfortunately, there is some in this, and I don't have that part, so I'm going to order that, but I'm still going to put the rest together after I dry this out. That is about as dry as I can get it. And now we're going to go right here, and these are 10 millimeters. Hopefully they don't break, as the penetrant should have helped with that. I feel like they might break. One of them broke and is just turning around, and the other one I actually did get that nut off. Because of that, I'm going to have to vice grip the tip of it and then put a 10 millimeter in on there and then rotate it around. But first, what I'm going to do is just break this off because it's already busted from the inside here. It's just turning around in circles. And here it is broken. So what I was trying to do is get on the tip there and then rotate around, and that didn't work. Couldn't get a grip very well. So what I'm doing now is I've got this on that side, and I had to eat away a bunch of the plastic, and then I'm going to come at it the other side with the 10 millimeter, and it is budging. Just be careful with this. You don't want to mess this up any further than I did, because then you might not get the nut off, then you've got to go get a new one. Success, I got it off, and that is what it looks like. It's pretty gnarly in there. They just rust together sometimes, and the rust is a lot stronger than the plastic that holds this together. So this does happen more often than not. You do want a good seal on this, so go ahead and wipe that off, get that all cleaned up. If you've got any sort of cleaner, get that on there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just don't want a bunch of dirt and little tiny rocks and junk in there. That looks good enough for me. Don't use the old rubber gasket. The new one comes with it, but there is an orientation that you want it. You see these ridges right there? You want that pointing out. You don't want that on the inside. You want the inside one completely flat, just like this old one is. See how the ridges are on the outside? That's how you want it. Then get that new one on, and it is contoured, so if you get it on wrong, it'll wobble like this. Turn that around. If that is a lot better. It doesn't wobble, but you do want to make sure that that gasket is seated properly. Then get the nuts all tightened down. Got those down. Now don't get them any more than snug, because you don't want the same thing happening to these that happened to this. Granted, these won't be rusted on, but if you overdo it, it will break them and it'll look like that, and you'll have to do this whole thing over again. Then get the body connector back on. It's only going to go on one way, but before you do that, you want to put that gray piece back in here. Get that on, don't push it all the way in yet. You want to get this on there, and then once it does click, then you go ahead and push this in. Sometimes you can hear it, sometimes it's a soft click. Once that's on, push that part in and give it a good tug. There we go, and then you just test it. And all is working. One is the running lights and the other is the signal for your right or left, whichever one you replaced. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped somebody, and if it did, please consider subscribing. Drive safe out there.